Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're blaming the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
Yeah, bear with me, folks. Tonight is not looking fun.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
So, yeah, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We are having PC issues today, unfortunately. There we go. All right. Close that. Close that. Let's see if I can get this stuff working now. Yeah, it's kind of flaky tonight, and I am going to apologize. No, we do not want safe mode. Safe mode is for when nothing works. But we know things are working. Just really, really slow tonight. I'm way behind, aren't I? Yes, I am. So, don't expect a lot of chit chat, because we're going to get right into things as soon as I get my software up and running like I'm supposed to. Question is, I'm not sure it wants to work like it's supposed to. Oh, heaven, help me. Calgon, take me away. Anybody named Calgon that can take me out of here? Because I could really use you, Calgon, whoever you are. Yay, 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 yay. And it's not that I've broken anything. I just think I forgot to reboot the computer at some point. So some of my software is not working like it's supposed to. See, I swear, I resized this a million times. I swear I do. There we go. Alright, one down. 34 million to go. This is what happens when you depend on technology. Because I am getting lots of skip frames. So, let me clear that out. Hi, 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 hi. Help! It's just one of those things. There we go. All right, now I think I'm making progress. I honestly don't know what's. Oh yeah, I do remember because this one was supposed to be resized as two. There we go. Sort of. But how y'all doing tonight, folks? Hope you guys are doing well than me and my computer tonight. That's all I can ask for. Because if not, we're all in a world of trouble. We're all in for a world of trouble tonight, if not. Let's fix the four-letter word that we are still waiting for somebody to get. And like I said, it's just really weird. It's like Groove is not working. I don't know. I've got a buggy system tonight. That's all I can think of. Shuffle all music. There we go. I hope, I pray that something's working. That's all I can do is hope and pray something is working tonight. Ah. Yeah, we're running late. Like I said, my computer is having a hissy fit because I haven't rebooted her in a few days, I guess. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you for the one person that stuck with me through that nightmare of a startup. That's all I can say is thank you for staying with me. So to whomever you are, this Venom is for you. And I knew this was going to happen when I was trying to leave the office. I knew it was going to happen because it never fails. If I get a call at 5 o'clock or 4:59, I'm not getting home in time to like reset the machine. I'm not getting home in time to prep work anything. I'm just getting clobbered, plain and simple. And that's what's happening tonight is I'm getting clobbered. No, it's weird. It's like I had it up, I had it ready to go. I hit stream, and I got the information. My stream key was not right. Okay, no problem. Restart it. I restart it, and then all of a sudden PowerPoint crashes. And then right after PowerPoint crashes, twice Groove just basically stopped. So we have gone through 1, 2, 3, 4 of my 8 programs that are running right now. How much you want to bet 4 of them or the other 4 are going to have a hissy fit tonight as well? I'm just betting. I'm a gambling man. I really am. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that might be here, which like I said, doesn't appear to be too many people at the moment, we're going to start our list tonight. And our list tonight is going to be iconic cars or TV shows with iconic cars to them. So this is very simple. All you have to do is name a TV show that had a famous vehicle to it. That's it. Plain and simple. And I will wager that unless you really don't know television, you guys should be able to find all 10 of these on the list. Now, on to other matters at hand. Somebody sent me from my wife. She's getting into her moods again. I know, it's sad to say. And I don't know what to do to cheer her up. It's like, because we can't go out. We can't go do anything. She got mad. She's mad at me because the post office has gone loop-de-loop which I'm going to explain here in a second. So she doesn't have her bank card. All right? Now, this is where I'm mad at the post office. The post office sent us notices saying that apparently we have to put our post boxes at the end of the driveway. They are no longer allowed to get out of their vehicle to deliver mail. Okay? You're with me so far. I got news for them. On my street, the sewer line runs on my half of the street. Guess where it lies? In my yard. It goes literally up the street, up my yard, or up my yard and my street to the main cutoff thing. How the hell am I supposed to put a post office box over top a sewage line? That wasn't even the worst of it. The worst of it was they sent us this notification about a month ago. They buried it. They didn't put it in between letters. They didn't put it in between advertisements. They stuck it right in the middle of one of those consumer store coupon flyers. If my wife hadn't have been just cleaning the house and cleaning her mail pile up, we wouldn't have known it. So, last night, my wife walks up the street and she notices on our side of the street, all the way up, not one house has a mailbox on the road. Not one. So you realize the post office has decided they're not going to deliver mail to our side of the street. Yeah, that did not go over too well. That did not go over too well. And yes, I'm venting because nobody is here at the moment. That's why I'm not really running the timer. We're giving people a chance to hopefully show up. So it looks like jackpot won't be happening again, unfortunately. So yeah, I kind of am like hiding under tables and trying to keep her calm and happy, and all those other sorts of things that you do when you're married. And I know she's getting upset about this because she had to go to talk therapy again. And when she goes to emergency talk therapy, it's bad. She normally goes once or twice a week. Now she's going an extra night. And it's rough. It's rough right now, folks. It really is. So again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lisbeth Game Show, where you get to hear me rant about the post office. And this is the post office that wants you to trust them with ballots. I'm just getting that out there. No. Because officially, if they had been sending us a ballot, we would not have officially gotten one. Because of this stupid rule. So I still have to call Missouri and say, I got this note from the post office saying I got to put got to move my post box. I need to know where I can put it. Now the worst part is the very edge of my road, my yard, is basically it was put on top of asphalt. So even if I can dig, I can only dig about this far. What kind of post office box is going to hold up with that much ground space? And then I still have to keep it where the truck can get to it. So yeah, I'm a little perturbed, just a smidge. Um, Hello, Red. Thank you very much for month number 31. How are you doing? How are you doing, Redster? And now that I have somebody on the channel, I'm going to officially start the timer. That's what I was waiting on, was somebody to actually be there. Um, yeah, Red, you missed me ranting about the post office and their idiocy. And this is the post office I trust to get you guys packages out. It was. It was, to say the slightest, it has not been a good week for Bubbles. Hello, Randomish. What is good? Um, the Flintstones, Starsky and Hutch, the Gran Torino, one of my favorite cars. It's underappreciated. I meant to make that say iconic vehicles. I keep forgetting to change that. So we are looking for TV shows with iconic vehicles. So just remember that in the back of you guys' head. See, even chatbot's being a pain in the butt. Even chatbot's being a pain in the butt because it's not telling me who's on the channel. It just says there are 3 people there. One Adam 12, one Adam 12 is on the list. It is the Lincoln Vic or Lincoln Victoria from Adam 12. So how much of my rant did you guys hear, and how much was it just me talking to myself? That's my question. Because again, I got no idea how many people were actually watching when I was ranting. And I need to get this over here where I can see it. Oh, I gotta see if Speed Racer's in my file. If Speed Racer's not in my file, I'm gonna be very mad at myself. The Mach 5 and Racer X. And do you know who the villains were in Speed Racer? Do you remember the name of either the new villain, or do you remember the name of the group of villains? Hardcastle and McCormick. You did. They were known as the original ones were known as the Alphabet Crew. There were 25 villains in this little gang of racers. Now, the question number 2 off of that is, do you know which letter of the alphabet they did not make a Alphabet Crew racer? They had 25 villains from A to Z, but one letter was missing. Do you know which one was missing? Did Kojak have a car? I'm trying to remember. Because I don't think Kojak is in my list. But I can't remember if his car was like a classic caddy. So again, just so you guys know, think of this as TV shows with iconic vehicles, not necessarily cars. Oh, and Red, you missed what I saw on an auction. that I couldn't afford. It was, you know how Nerdy is doing his 124 Ecto or his 1/8 Ecto vehicle? I saw a 1/8 Munsters coach. I so wanted it. I saw a 1/8 Munsters dragster. It was already put together, and I'm like, that would not be going, that would be mine. That would have been mine if I could have gotten it. The Beverly Hillbillies, Partridge Family, good guesses, but not there. So yeah, so see, nobody's answered my question. I want to know how many people uh, basically heard my rant at the post office. Now, see, I would count Riptide. I would count it because again, this was supposed to be iconic vehicles. Uh, you guys, okay. This is why I'm pissed at the post office. All right, there are three parts to this. All right, one, Julie and I have not been getting any mail for about a month. We didn't know why. Just no mail whatsoever. We get packages when they come in because Julie orders packages. They got to put the packages on the steps. That's the rule. So Julie had the pile of the last batch of mail she got, and it's nothing but advertisements. Okay, so we were lucky we didn't throw it away. She happened to be thumbing through the coupons, not looking at it, just thumbing through, like, okay, this is this, yada yada yada. Piece of paper falls out. They sent us a notification basically telling us that everybody has to move their, or I don't know if it's everybody. They sent us a notification saying that we have to move our mailbox to the end of the driveway. Because officially, they're making it so that carriers don't get out of their vehicles. All right? I have lived here in St. Louis for 8 years. They've never had a problem just walking up my driveway, putting the mail in my mailbox, and then leaving. Never. Okay? So we get, she's, like I said, she's flipping through the the newspaper ads. Piece of paper falls out. It's the notification. Note it's not between advertisements. It's not between two letters. It's buried in the advertisements. You get the coupon pages. You basically trash it up, throw it away. You don't even look at it. So she just happened to be holding on to this for whatever reason. I think it was because the dog. So she looks at it and she's like getting mad and madder and madder. So I go, what is it? She says the post office is going to stop delivering mail to our house on September the 2nd. Okay, this is a month ago. This is the last batch of mail we've gotten. Is got this paper in it, which means this batch of paper, this notepad had to come on or at September 1st or September 2nd. Those were the only 2 days. So I'm mad because now I got to go buy a post. move my mailbox, put it down at the end of the driveway, and then I realized I got a problem. Okay? Every sewer runs along one side of a street or another, if not both. Right? Guess what runs down the road right in front of my yard? The sewer line. Now, I've got no idea how far in the sewer line goes, so I'm a little mad. I'm more than a little mad at this point. Because Bubbles has been waiting on her bank card, which is sent through the mail. Right? You guys with me on this so far? The bank tells her they sent it. Guess who didn't deliver it? So my wife gets out and she walks, this is like 8:30 at night, so this is scary enough. She walks down the street. She turns around and walks up the street. Please note that I live in a decent portion of the suburb. It's not overly crowded. It's not badly crowded. Not one house on our side of the street has a post box that's at the end of the road. Do you know why? Because there's no curb on our side of the road. Do you know why? Because they can't put the curb over the sewer line. So right now, I am pissed at the post office. Julie is a wreck because she doesn't have her bank card. I'm wondering what I've missed in the mail. For 8 years, the post office has had no problem pulling up to my driveway, getting out, walking 10 feet up my driveway, putting the mail in the mailbox, and then walking back down. Oh no, we can't do that anymore. So, Saturday, when I go over to the post office, I got to take this note with me. Because I got to find out how long they've been holding my mail. What mail have I not gotten? What mail has my wife not gotten? And what the hell is wrong with them? Now, I'm going to get a teeny bit political. And this doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you're on. They sent this notice, okay? Apparently, they can't deliver to my house. Where the hell is the supposed ballot that is supposed to get mailed to me and my wife? We're not getting it. Does anybody see a problem with this? It's not like I'm not going to go vote in person. I'm going to go vote in person. This is why anybody that says mail-in ballots are good are idiots. Because the post office is going to pull shit like this with us in the post box. And again, you walk down the entire side of my street, from the bottom to all the way to the end. There's not one post box on our side. So, yeah, I am pissed. I am pissed at these guys, the post office. I got to call 811 now to get Missouri out here to say, where can I put this thing? Then I got to go buy a post, get it deep enough in my yard where it's safe to do it, and then seal it back up. Yeah, I'm not a happy camper. And like I said, Bubbles is ticked because, like I said, she doesn't know where her bank card is. Somebody at the post office could have claimed it. So yeah, I'm irate. And like I said, if they had put it on the top of the mail when we had gotten it, where we would have found the note, wouldn't have been a problem. Would not have been a problem at all. I would have raised hell about them making this claim, but I could live with it. They buried this paper in junk mail. Where we never found it. So yeah, I was a little pissed. And like I said, Julie is so upset right now. She had to go to her emergency talk therapy because Julie is bipolar and these things really get to her. So I just like, you got to go, hon. Go. Get out of the house. Go do your talky talk thing. And then you'll come back a little better, hopefully, a little smoothed over. And then we'll go from there. All right, so we are still looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TV shows with iconic vehicles. And again, I had to say vehicles. Here's the problem, Red. They put out one, and that's it. They basically said you have to have this done on the 2nd of September. And that was the last we would have known about it. And again, we knew one time. Just one. So yeah, I was more a little perturbed. I want to walk up and down the street and ask everybody if they were getting them. And what they're going to do. That's my next plan. Kegler, get in. Come here, window. Come in. There we go. Well, why are you not? Yeah, give me a minute, guys. It's acting up again. There we go. From Route 66, the little Chevy Vet. That is an all-time classic. I'm going to admit that's one of my favorite TV cars of all time. It's one of my favorite TV cars of all time. And Walrus getting the Urkelmobile. And who didn't want to own an Urkelmobile? Come on, I know you guys did. Everybody wanted an Urkelmobile. All right, we are down to 4, ladies and gentlemen. We are down to 4 TV shows with iconic cars in them. And I am not giving out any hints on this list because I think all 4 are gettable. But I have not seen... I really thought I'd see number 3 by now. Nope, I have not seen number 3 either. Wow. Splits. That would, or what was the Sid and Marty Krofft's Wonder Bug? You get a real life speed buggy that talked, and I still say they made the Wonder Bug after Speed Buggy. I think. Yep, the Doom Buggy, Wonder Bug. Let's see. There was Shazam and Isis, Wonder Bug, um, my first childhood puberty moment with Electra Girl and Dino Woman. Um, I'm trying to think who else was in there. The Banana Splits. That's where the Bay City Rollers got their start. Oh, that was it. Sigmund the Sea Monster. I think Sigmund would have made Jim Henson very proud if it had been one of his. The Saint, Get Smart, Stingray. So random, since you and I know the show, would you have rather, as a kid, gone out with Isis, Electra Woman, or Dyna Girl? Because I think even Red is too young to remember Sid and Marty Krofft's show. See, I'm an Electra Woman guy. I'm an Electra Woman guy. I don't know why I was, but I always was. See, I think I was scared of ISIS. I think I was scared of ISIS. And Kegler might be old enough to remember them. When she went to the soaps, it ruined it for me. True. True. I will admit, I actually watched the Electra Woman Dyna Girl movie. It was just cheesy enough for me to like it. It was just cheesy enough for me to like it. Especially the final solution. You never got, like I said, it's a shame. But you guys had what was the Canadian one? There was a Canadian show. Oh, I'm trying to think of the Canadian equivalent. Conjunction junction. um, but yeah. All right. So anyway, back to my Dino Woman Electric Girl fantasy. Um, I love the fact, and you guys got to remember, this was the '70s, right? Where SCTV. No, that was more Saturday Night Live replacement. Second City Television was more of a Saturday Night Live thing. This was one that was designed for kids. John Candy and the Bat and Eugene Levy and company in Battle of the Halfwits. I have never seen Eugene Levy play a brilliant straight man as I had in that one. But yeah, the one thing, so like I said, you gotta remember, this was the '70s when you had the kid shows. This was a very powerful woman and a female sidekick doing exactly what Batman and Robin did. It was so far ahead of its time that I'm surprised it took this long for them to make a show, a movie about it. It was Chubbs and the Kawasaki motorcycles. And you know how you knew they were Kawasaki's? Because they always ran Kawasaki. And then they get up to that high pitched whine. The running joke is you can identify every motorcycle by its engine because its engine sounds like its title. Yamaha or Suzuki. um, I am going to say number one should have come off. Boo on the motorcycle. No, it's supposed to be vehicles. Again, I've said that 4 times, Keg. It's TV shows with iconic vehicles. Because Partridge Family officially the bus wasn't a car, it was a bus. But Partridge Family's in the file. And you even guessed Partridge Family. So you can't boo me when your own guesses back me up. uh, but yeah, it's like the running joke is you can tell every motorcycle by its engine sound because every engine sound sounds out the name brand. I'm still trying to figure out how that works for Harley Davidson, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Walrus gets part. I thought you did. I know somebody did. Oh, that's right. You guessed drivers, dives, and dinings. Or driver, dines, drive-ins, and diners, or whatever that one is. His convertible only shows up at the start. I don't know if I would count that as iconic. The Big Bang Theory, Simon and Simon, Alice, not there, folks. Now, I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling because 6 and 10 are not usually winning slots. The computer typically tends to pick them somewhere around the middle of the board and occasionally number one. Oh, you guys, did you read about the soccer team that walked off in protest? Yeah, it's got the Jets in it. It's always crappy. I'm going to duck for cover for anybody from New York. um, I'm sorry, I don't like any New York teams. I hate the Yankees. I hate the Mets. I hate the Knicks. I hate the Nets. I hate the Rangers, the Islanders. Who did I miss? Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants. I hate anybody in the NFC East, but so anyway, I found this one out today. Okay, they have what they call a local league. It's basically soccer teams in the Southwest. Now, when you guys, I'm going to say guys because I assume it's mostly guys on the channel at the moment. When you guys did sports, you always trash talked your opponent, right? You always called them names. You always called them something to get after them. And they weren't pretty names. Let's face it, if they heard what we said on the sports field, they'd have us in language camps for life. But we have said some nasty things to one another across fields from opponents. I think I have seen, and I'm gonna sound wrong when I say this. I think I have seen social justice at its worst than I've ever seen. Because one of the players on the team that was leading is openly gay. Right? No problem with that. Um, Gay, straight, black, white, silver, blue, yellow. You qualify for a team, you qualify for a team. Well, apparently the trash talking got so bad that one player was accused of yelling a slur at the openly gay player. So basically, the San Diego team that had the player on it just basically at halftime walked off the field. I'm going to admit, when I was a kid, I said some really bad things to my opponents to try to get in their heads. And they took it exactly as that trash talk. Yeah, right. There's only two things you really can't say. So I am still undecided as to whether or not I'm supporting the team that did the walkout. It's like, okay, you're defending your player. I'm 100% with you on that. But it's trash talk. We all said stupid things in the heat of a contest. I I want somebody to tell me, was the team that walked off right for walking off, or no? The team that walked off just walked off. It was like halftime came around, they were up 3-1, they left the field. Now here's where I understand the San Diego side of it is the guy claims he didn't say anything. Right, Donovan said to bench the guy or they will forfeit, and the coach didn't bench the guy, so they forfeited. It's trash talk. That's where I'm stuck. That's where I'm stuck. It's like you can't make an opposing team bench a guy just because. Well, I mean, I guess today you can. Like I said, I get where Donovan went with it, but I'm still not sure I agree with it. Because, like I said, you walk out to any. You agree with the San Diego thing? And like I said, I understand if somebody does. I completely understand if you agree with them walking out. I'm just trying to figure out in my head, where do we stop the line at trash talk? Because if you think about it, you picture every NBA game, you picture every NFL game, I'd assume every hockey game. Now I will admit I don't know what he actually said. All they said was it was a slur for him, for the player. If it's what I think it was, which was FQ, I get it. If he had said the FQ thing, I get it. And then I will take it back, and I will side with San Diego on this one. That's my other problem. The player he was picking on or trash talking is openly gay. So I'm kind of like, okay, so if that's the way he said it, I can see them walking off. I can't see him giving the other coach, a chance, the opportunity to bench the guy. It's basically if Donovan said that was too much. If Donovan said that's too much, we're walking off. All right, I'm 100% with San Diego on this one. Then. Yeah, you'll hear him in the stands, but I'm talking about player versus player. So where do you draw the line for clean trash talk? That's what I'm curious to know. Now, like I said, you go listen to any pickup basketball game. You go listen to any NBA game. You listen to any NFL game. When they do the mic up, you're going to hear some really rotten things. I can't tell you how many times I've heard bleeps on the field when they do they're sounded off. I've never known a team to walk off. Right, the players said it. Is it Azamund, whatever the guy's name said, he went to report it to the ref. If I was Osmond, and again I think that's his name, I can't remember now. It would have been, yeah, you said it. Now I'm gonna put another one on the board in the goal for you because. And here's my example for this randomish. You know I'm a huge historical fan of Jackie Robinson. You know what he heard on the field. What does Jackie do? He goes out and he makes them pay on the field. That's my other problem with this. Is all right, you reported the player. He said something really bad, really stupid. Now we're going to go out there and run the damn fucking score up on you. That's what I think Donovan should have done. True, we are talking about a difference of 50 years, but does that mean we're getting too soft as a society? I will say you could go back less than 20 years. You ever hear Deion Sanders? Holy crap. That man had a mouth on him. Deion had a mouth on him when he wanted to trash talk. So it's like I'm trying to figure out where the line is. I mean, I would like to know. Like I said, I'm of the opinion, and again, I'm going to say, Donovan, you were fine for walking out. I still say Donovan should have had the team play the game, run the score up, and tell the other coach, yeah, next time it's going to be worse. That's what I'm thinking. Now, admittedly, as soccer doesn't work exactly the same way to other sports. Yeah, I know. Timer's out. I'm kind of waiting for the last 3 minutes. Uh, it all depends. Yeah, because in Europe it's bad. It was bad. Like I said, that's where I'm like, where did we go from? Say what you want. I'm still gonna kick your ass on the field. To don't say anything or I'm gonna report you. Like I said, I'm gonna admit I'm old school in that thought process. Because, like I said, I do know that something happened in the Padres Cardinals game yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And it almost got ugly. When players started walking out. So that's where we went soft in sports. I mean, it's possible. I want to, like I said, I'm just wondering where we went from the sports athletes would defend their player by beating their opponent really bad or trying to beat them up really bad versus we're taking our ball and going home. And I know this sounds weird for us to talk about on a game show, but it's one of those things. It just had me read, and I don't normally read about soccer. I don't. But this actually had me interested in the whole story. Okay. Uh, no. This was yesterday or the day before. And I will give you a great example of that, randomish. There is, and I read about this, and Allie, you will probably know which player. There was a guy, an African player on a European team, where they threw the banana on the field to try to insult him. He grabbed the banana, ate it, and told him thanks, and they went out and scored again. But yeah, the fans have gotten as bad, if not worse. All right. So, random, and she gave me number 2, which was Adam 12. You do know it had a sister show, right? Number 10 was the sister show to Adam 12, Emergency. I thought you were gonna. Once you gave me Adam 12, I'm like, okay, he's got to do Emergency next. We got the police car. Now we need the ambulance, and it just never came. And number 6, Red, you were on the right track with the Partridge Family, but you went for the wrong bus. We were looking for the Magic School Bus. So, Red, you were on the right track and you let it go. But yeah, I like having these serious discussions while we play once in a while. Just to do it, because I want to know what people think. All right. So with that, we only have 2 slots. So we've got at least one winner up here. I'm going to bet we got 3. And I am going to say the Urkel-mobile is a winner. Whether or not there's anything behind it, the Urkel-mobile wins. Did the Urkel-mobile have anything in his trunk? No, he couldn't fit anything in an Urkel-mobile except for Urkel and maybe his girlfriend when he tried. Kegler went with my favorite car of TV of all time. Which was the 78 Ferrari GTS. Oh, I wanted that one to be a winning slot. Now, do you know what the other two? So you know the Ferrari was Robin 1. Which car was Robin 2? Let's see how well you know your car license plates trivia. Um, I do and I don't, Allie. It's basically if there's a game on where Port Vale or one of the Stoke teams are playing, I will watch it. If there's a game on and I'm not really doing anything, like if I'm watching it on online or something, then yes, I will watch it. If I'm over at my mechanic shop, because he used to ref in Europe, he's always got a soccer game on. There, I'll watch it. Otherwise, it's yeah, I can watch it for a while. But yeah, if it's Port Vale, Stoke City, or what's their other Stoke team? There's two Stoke teams. I know there's another Stoke team, and I can't think of the name of it now. Then I'll watch them. All right. So let's see what about just because it annoyed Kayler. Because it's not a car, it's a motorcycle. Let's see what Eric Estrada can do for randomish. Oh, Eric Estrada let you down, random. Sweet. No, that was my one disappointment was when I went over to England. This was many, many years ago. I thought there were two. Who's the other team I'm thinking of then? Stoke and Port. And there's one other team I watch. Not Chelsea, not Arsenal. Portsmouth? No. There's one other one that will keep my attention. That was my one disappointment when I'd gone to England many, many years ago. Was soccer season which just finished. So I didn't get to go to a Port Vale game. I was so disappointed in that. But I actually still have, my grandma sent me one many moons ago. It's one of those really tight shirts, t-shirts, that I can no longer wear because I've grown up and grown out. But I wore that thing everywhere. I wore that thing everywhere. All right, Walrus, who is lagging, said that he's not sure why. You know why? Because you don't have Scooby-Doo on the case, Walrus. And that means a one-player game for Walrus if his lag goes away. So we will put Walrus on the list. Yeah, we'd gotten there just before the season. Yeah, because it was like we were there in June and July. And so I just missed out on going to a Port Vale game. This was back when Stoke sucked. So I wasn't interested in the Stoke team. All right, that leaves us with my favorite car of the list, which is the Chevy Corvette, the Munster Coach, the Lincoln Vic, and the various Transformers, but we know which one's the iconic one. Optimus Prime. Did Optimus Prime prime things up for Random? It did, and it will give Random a vault shot. So let me go get the vault open. But yeah, like I said, I was just curious what everybody's opinion was on the soccer situation. And whether or not our sports are getting too soft, are they doing the right thing with the protests and everything? Because, this is where this was leading, by the way, I don't like politics in my sport, and I get people say they do. Or people say they don't mind it. So when it was announced that The Rock bought the XFL, I'm like, cool, as long as he keeps the same rules that were in there before and doesn't change it. Holy crap, did they turn on Rock because of his endorsement? It was scary how fast they turned on him. And I'm not kidding. It was like I saw some things that just scared me. That's the best way I can put it. Made my jaw drop. This is another sports league. Now I get it's not going to be run the same, but it was amazing how many people just like, nope, not interested because of you and your endorsement. And I'm like, dude, I want football. All right, randomish. With that, my friend, you get to choose one dial with which to remove an incorrect color from. We have the orange dial, the white dial, the blue dial, and the green dial. It's like it just scares me how many people um, base their decisions because they endorse the person on the left or the person on the right. Oh, random is just being brave. See, I would have personally left the green one at 3. I would have started working on the other ones. All right, so with that randomish, we need a 4-digit number from the dials that are still on the board and still got the numbers. So yeah, we're talking sports. We're talking sports side stories tonight because, like I said, this is just stuff I read today that had my interest. And like I said, I was disappointed in the number of people that basically said because of Rock's endorsement, they're not going to be interested in the XFL when it comes around. And I'm like, dude, you don't know how much I wanted to go to every St. Louis Battlehawks game there was. All right, we are going for 9, 8, 3, 1. And I'm hoping we still get a team when the XFL 3 rolls around. We enter it. In the vault combination lock. Port Vale, I'm trying to remember. I think they got out of Division 3 twice that I can remember since I started following them. It was like the one 2 years ago. I thought they were gonna like break out, and it just didn't happen. All right, is 9831 our vault combination? Oh, it's not. Oh, Red. By the way, I don't know if you were here when I found it. Does that look familiar? I actually found that command over on Streamlabs still. For those of you that don't know, um, we were doing the vault one night, and we actually had about 6 vault shots that evening. Well, 2 got in there and did 6863. Sea Chicken got in there right after him, and 6863 was like right there on the screen. Sea Chicken goes 6863. Not one wheel spin after that. Red Walrus gets up there, and I ask him for a number, and he goes 6863. Okay. Right after that, he like, he pulled a twisted. He basically said, sheet. And I lost it that night. I lost it because it was like, one right after the other, um, the same four numbers got called by three identical players in a row. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the purpose of that command. So if you ever want to make fun of Red, you just say 6863. So no vault for randomish. But there are plenty more opportunities where that came from. And we are still looking for the small prize. It could still go to randomish. It could go to Walrus. It could go to Kegler in that nice, sweet 61 vet. Oh, not there. Watch this be the night the computer makes a liar out of me and picks 6 or 10 for the last slot. Then we have my dream model car, if I could ever get my hands on it. The 1/8 size 1964 Munsters coach. The dragster, so to speak. And it is not there, so it is down to randomish. Can randomish make it 2 out of 2? Is the small prize behind the Lincoln Vic of 1 Adam 12? It is! It is right there. So with that, randomish is our prize winner of the night, or our first prize winner of the night, hopefully. And with that, randomish, that means you get your choice of Sayla from Star Trek, the Analog Science Fiction magazine, the Hot Wheels car, the Harley, the loose Hot Wheels, or the famous Funnies comic cards. I know what you want. It just didn't happen to be up there tonight. It didn't happen to be up there tonight. Because I actually did not put either the truck or the light. I am not showing any drops at the moment, Red. I was when I started, but not now. All right, the Hot Wheels car it is. See, I figured you might go for the Harley. But it is number... Ooh, this one doesn't even have a number on it. Oh, yeah, it does. Number 171. It is the 56 Ford truck. It is the 56 Ford truck going to randomish. And I'm going to put that... I have a spare envelope, so I can mark it separately. I probably don't, but let me look. Or if I do, they're buried somewhere right now. Because I'm actually trying to clean the studio out. I am trying to get the studio clean. Alright, so I'm going to put that in this bag. Just so it's... Ta-da! Yeah, see, if I'd known you'd been here, I'd have put some more NASCAR stuff up there in the pies pile. I would have. I'm nice like that, usually. Alright, so we're going to take that out of there. I'm going to drop that in that bag. Get in the bag. In the bag, in the bag. There we go. Ta-da! I'm going to put that right there for now. Oh, actually, I put that right there for now. Alright, guys, it is 7:46. Alright, so I don't know how many people we got here that are interested in playing. It was supposed to be jackpot tonight. It was supposed to be jackpot tonight. Alright, let me know if it's freezing up. Alright, so do not forget. It's got to be Twitch. Let me look and see. Yeah, if it drops my video, then it's Twitch. Give me a minute. I'm going to take a look and see. Problem is, this like really screws up my computer when I watch it. All right, randomish, have yourself a good one, sir. I don't see anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing a problem at the moment. I think it might be Twitch. Twitch is being a pain in the butt. Alright, so we were looking for... we were looking for hopefully 6 players to do jackpot tonight. I feel like this game is cursed. Because it's one of those that almost never gets enough participants. Have you tried turning it off and on? Have you tried hitting it with the sledgehammer? And I'm gonna sound mean to one of my coworkers today. She called in and basically asked me in Outlook, how do I find my calendar? I tried to behave. I'm a good boy. Or at least I try to be. But that just like flummoxed me. It really did. Is how do you find Outlook? It scares me when people ask me stuff like that. It's like, how did you become so important in the law field? You know, this is weird. I don't think this one's ever played this song before. Oh, yeah, it has. Is that what it is? You got spikeitis? I know, and then they got to work their way all the way out of it. But yeah, I was trying to remember, was it last season or the season before? I thought they were going to move up to like Division 1. And they just blew it. I think they had to win like 2 games. They had to win 2 games, not draw 2 games. And I think they drew 1 and lost 1. Yeah, but you know that's never going to happen in American football because A, certain teams draw more than others and they're spread out so far that it's like, okay, well, you quit playing. It would be like saying St. Louis can't play Kansas City. It just wouldn't work. See, I actually proposed. I one time wrote up a proposal for that for college football, and you know I got laughed at. Yeah, but at least they could say they were there. I've seen some Division 1 teams that didn't deserve to be there. Allie, like I said, I've watched Premier League soccer, and I've watched relegation soccer, or I won't call it relegation, division soccer. I've seen some bad teams. I've seen some good teams, and I've seen some bad teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the game of jackpot. We are looking for hopefully 6 players, which I don't think we're gonna get. So I think jackpot is gonna suffer. There are gonna be 15 boxes on the screen, each of which will contain a riddle of some sort of difficulty. Each riddle will be presented by an appropriate player below them. Each riddle will be worth a certain amount of points. The goal will be to reach a target score of 2 digits. So if the point total is 25 points, and the next riddle is worth 20, first riddle is 25 points, it's a one riddle game. If it goes over 25 points, the score keeps climbing till it gets up to 00, and then it wraps around. If the point total or the current riddle matches the jackpot total, you win the game by solving that riddle. But if you miss the riddle, we change the point value to a new value in the next round. There is also one jackpot riddle per board, which if you answer, you get a bonus prize. So, get there. Why is it? Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Game continues till we reach a time limit or the point total is reached. So, for instance, I gotta fix that. Hold on. I keep forgetting I saved it, and I keep saving it with my debug in there. So it keeps looking for my H drive, which I don't have, of course. All right, Red, have yourself a good one, man. So I got a feeling we're not going to get 6 players tonight, which is going to be disappointing. It is going to be disappointing. Jackpot just seems to be cursed. Jackpot does seem to be one of those cursed games. It's like no matter how hard I try, this one just doesn't ever seem to be able to take off. which sucks because this has always been one of my favorite non-appreciated games. So we're gonna hope for 6 players, and if not, we will say no big game tonight, and we will postpone jackpot until some point in November, which I don't want to do, but I'm not gonna have a choice because the October schedule is pretty much laid out. One day of which is going to get changed to an all one-player game night. And then we're into November. Yikes. So if we can find 6 players, great. If not, it's going to be a short night tonight. Plus, it'll give me a chance to reboot the PC and reset everything. And while we're doing that, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Like I said, we got my conversation bit in. Like I said, I got to yell at the post office. We talked a little bit of soccer. We talked a little bit of trash talking in sports. What else is there? I mean, that's everything important in the world, right? I know. Corona has sped things up because there's nothing to do to slow it down. That's my argument. Is we have spent so much time by ourselves at home that it just all flows so fast. I guarantee you, if we were doing things like going out, having picnics, and so on and so forth, it'd feel like a normal year. I think it would. So yeah, like I said, guys, while we're waiting and hoping to get 6 players, hint, hint, hint. If you're interested, please speak up and let me know, and we will put you in. Um, while we're waiting, it's just basically talk time. So this is welcome to the List Wits Game Show, where we talk about the important things in life, like how long should you grind your coffee beans. Sorry, I had to think of something. That was the first thing that came to my head. I'm going to vote for not remember because it's going to be A, I spent too much time in the hospital. B, nothing fun happened. C, all my toy shows got canceled. D, wrestling got boring. E, what's E? We need an E. I'm trying to think, what would be a good E? I don't have a good E. I only got 4 things. See, that's how boring of a year it was. Oh, I got a greyhound, so that's E. It doesn't love me. He likes to bite at me or bark at me. Oh, and then Julie found out that his sister is adoptable. But to adopt it, we have to do like a whole Zoom thing of the house to make sure his dog's safe. That means I have to clean out everything. Oh, I'm probably in the at-risk group, Allie, but I'm like, I'm one of these people. I had no problem wearing a mask. I got no problems with it. But okay, I'm wearing the mask. That means I can go do stuff, right? Nope. I can't go do nothing. Because, like I said, I went in the hospital right before COVID. I was in the hospital in February. So if they tested me, I probably could have caught it. But they didn't test me at the time for it. Or at least if they did, they didn't tell me they tested me for it. Because it was almost ironic. It was like, I get back to work, and like 2 weeks after I get back to work, they're like, everybody's got to work from home for a while. And it's like, I hated working from home. I hated it. I would rather spend more time. If I'm at home and my computer's on, I'm either doing this or I'm watching streamers. Or watching sports stuff on stream. No, they don't have soccer on that one. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to start going to check Vaughn out again and see if they had any soccer going. Oh, he said the magic word. See, it's Halloween. It's Halloween month. So I was going to do the costume thing, but I think I'm just doing the hat thing. So what will happen is, let me go see if LK has started yet. Let's go see if LK has started tonight. Or Broken Buzzer's tonight as well, isn't he? Oh no, Smarty Pants is on. Okay, we're gonna go hit Smarty tonight. The magic words, Port Vale. Yeah, we'll use Port Vale for our magic words tonight. So it's 8 o'clock. We're going to wrap things up because I figure Bubbles is going to be home soon and I got to hear about her talk therapy. So with that, guys, as we always say around here, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors, be good to the people you know, but it's always good to be good to strangers. Because those strangers today, tomorrow, it just might pay. I'm trying to do my best Nipsey Russell, and I'm not doing so well. I just wish I had that ability. Anyway, we will see you guys on Saturday. Do not forget this week we will be doing a show on Sunday as well. I don't know what time yet. Probably the same, like 4:30ish, 5:15. We'll see. But until then, boys and girls, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and be good to them strangers. We will see you guys on Saturday.